I've come down to Wastwater, one of my favourite places in the Lake District. There's quite a bit of cloud cover down at the bottom of the valley at the moment with Great Gable, and you can, I don't know if you can see, no you can't, over here you can just see the cloud coming down here. I think that's Barrow. I always get those mixed up. But anyway, I'm here. I'm going to do a quick sketch painting and then finish it off later. I love this spot. It's really popular with people who do paddleboarding and canoeing and things like that. There's no motorboats allowed here, but it is so quiet. I think it's one of the more remote parts of the Lake District. Really difficult to get to. But I love it. And it reminds me of my dad. So I'm going to get started on this sketch. It's just a really small painting today. I just brought some small canvases with me. I'm just going to get some inspiration. I'm not going to try and alter them or anything. I'm just looking at colour and the form of the mountains, and that's it. Usual colours. Ultramarine, burnt sienna, titanium white, raw umber, cobalt blue, cadmium yellow, crimson red. And I'm just looking at capturing colour. I'm not too worried about detail or anything like that. So there's like layers of clouds. I definitely want to get that cloud going over the back. And because it's changing so quickly, there's no way I'm going to be able to like capture it exactly. Right, get that, the mountain in here. It's hardly a mountain. Actually, I want to get that cloud coming down a bit further so it actually goes behind the mountain. So I'm going to have to get some more titanium white out as well. So I'm bringing the cloud down further than the mountain to start with, down here, so that when I put the mountain in, it sits on top of the cloud and I don't have to then bring the cloud down to meet it, because it'll never be right. I'll never get the brush strokes disappearing behind it, so I'm not even going to try. Oh, it's too blue, too blue. With ultramarine and raw umber, you can actually get that cloudy grey that has a touch of blue in it, but you always run the risk of putting too much blue in and it just goes wrong. So I'm just playing. Out to capture a masterpiece or anything, I'm just playing. Actually, before I go any further, I'm gonna do Great Gable's base in the background here. So I'm doing a purpley colour in here for Great Gable in the background there. And then when that's dry, I'll bring the cloud over the top of that. again, I'll bring the clouds over the top of that as well. Right, I'm gonna green this up very slightly. Very slightly. Throw a bit of the burnt sienna in there as well, just to make all those little patches of heather and grass and over the top of there. Too bright, too bright, too bright. Still too bright. Knock it back a bit. Titanium white knocks it back quite nicely. There we go, that's better. I need to allow for the change in colour as you come forward. And just letting the brush strokes make the texture on the mountains. Getting a bit closer up that side there. Now I can play with the... Oh, no. Just need to get that background greening. There's a very happy dog there. Get that. I am sort of racing against the weather and time today because it could rain at any minute. And don't fancy doing this in the rain, so I am not up against it, but I'm conscious of weather, shall we say. I'm just bringing everything past the line of the water and then let it dry a bit and then add the line of the water back in. And I'm using quite a big brush to do this as well. I'm not sort of using a tiny brush to get detail. I'm letting the strokes. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's okay. I've messed up the bottom of Great Gable there a bit. I haven't joined them together. I'm not going to worry about it too much, but because I know the scene, it's annoying when when it doesn't go exactly as I want it to. I've been coming up here for a very long time now. If I saw this picture, if they saw this scene in a book or on a programme or anything, I'd recognise it straight away. Sort of just bringing everything in slightly. It's not as spread across. I'm sort of squidging the panorama together a bit, making them so I can get more in, basically. So it's not a problem. Right, I'm gonna let that sit now, and I'll add the cloud cover. in a bit. And then brighter green. Start messing with headlands down here. Right. Ignoring the island at the moment. I'll put the island in a minute. I'm doing the water, it's going a bit green because of the green that's on my brush. Let me just clean my brush up a bit. That's better. Just bringing the water down before I start putting all the other bits of islands and stuff in. And what I think I'll do is I'm just going to get the basic shapes in, and then I'm going to take a photograph and then work on the water and stuff from a photograph, because at any moment it could start pouring down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get the basic shapes in from what I can see here. I love painting out like this though. I do like it. There's just a couple more things that I want to and then the bottom of the island is sort of here. Just get that covered. Right, as the water sorted, let's just get this island in. It's not going to be perfect, it's not going to sort of be an exact of what's there. I did say that at the beginning. I'm just playing, I'm just enjoying myself. If I wanted a perfect representation of what's there, I'd have spent a lot longer planning it out and getting a bigger canvas for one thing to actually fit it all on. But I'm not. There we go, there's the island. And from that island we've got the... Oh gosh, where did that come from? Must have just touched the my brush into the wrong colour. So I think this brush is actually a bit big now for doing much more of this, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go. That's pretty much what I wanted. Now all the little rocks and things, I think I'll just dab those in, and the island as well, it's put in, and I'm going to work on that later. Really don't want to get caught in any rain shower or anything here. Don't want to get wet. So that'll do. I've got the information down that I want. I'll take a photograph of the scene and work on it later on. So it did start raining. We've come back inside now, and I'm just going to work on this a little bit more, put a bit more detail into it.
And that should be good.
Excellent. There we go. Just working on the cloudy bits. Here's the finished Wastwater painting. I don't think I'll ever be happy with any painting I ever do of this scene because it's that ingrained in my head. But I really enjoy painting it, and that's the main thing. So thank you to anyone who has subscribed to my channel. All helps. You can also follow me on Instagram, and I do Twitch feeds, and I'm on Facebook page. It's all under Jill Nicholas Delusions, and all prints and paintings are available on my website, jillnicholasdelusions.uk. Thanks very much.